You're short. You weren't.
Oh!
These are heavy. Feel it?
I know my miss. What the fuck? Yo, hammer.
Oh!
You can knock. Wait. You can knock someone cold with this.
Oh!
Hello. Good evening, good morning, or good afternoon, or wherever you're listening to this podcast or watching it. Welcome to the Edboy After Show, the podcast where it goes deep behind the scenes of esports and content creation. I'm here with my newest co-host, Grizzy.
What up?
He's finally here. He's finally the co-host. We finally got one after the second episode, hopefully. And today, we have a very special guest. We have Kerenswrld. I'll let her introduce herself.
Hi, hello everyone. For those who may or may not know me, keep on shining. Hi, it's Kerenswrld. For those who do not know, I am a 20-year-old Brownsville-based and Matamoros-based cosplayer, and I've been cosplaying for about 3 years, doing events for the last year or so. I started last December, actually, so it marks. Wait, I think what day is it today?
Today's the
13th.
I think on either already or in a few more days will be my anniversary when I started doing events and hosting stuff, which I'm super grateful for all those opportunities I've been offered to this year. And yeah, I'm super excited to be here with my homies. Freaking love Edward, freaking love Grizzy. They're actually my favorite members of the club, so because we're in the game club.
Yes,
I be
the Club Esports Roundsville, if you guys haven't heard. I always talk about it on streams. If you guys haven't followed my streams, twitch.tv/Edboy_97. If you don't follow that, what are you guys doing with your lives?
fake fans of Edward. Do you have a fandom name?
It's called watching Rick and Morty for
No, you have to have a fandom name for your followers. I have one.
I don't really know. I haven't really thought about that.
Mine are the cuties, but it's like with a K, it's like KYU cuties, or also the Kerenswrld Nation.
Because my thing is Edboy.
the Edbers.
Edbers.
The Edbers.
The Ed Bears. Ed Bears would be cute. Ed Bears would be
That's
cute.
weird. Edbers.
Yeah, it's
What? Okay, well, we'll figure it out
that's
eventually.
later.
Any suggestions?
I got it. The E-boy.
Wait, that works.
The
What up,
E-boy.
E-boy gang?
E-boy
How
game.
you doing?
Because my server name is the Edboy Guild. So I named it after like SAO and all that stuff. Because I was like, I haven't watched much of SAO.
Nerd. Much.
Well, not much. I've watched.
Have
I
some
don't.
Mega
I'm not a big.
Legend
I still
one.
need to get into like a lot more animes because I've heard a lot of animes.
You're gonna ruin the audio quality.
Try to open it.
Ay, wait, te la abro.
I got it.
This is
Anyway.
a small tag.
Yeah.
Very nice small tag.
I think the guild sounds cool.
Yeah, it's because that was my whole thing about it. Because the person who worked on my banner, who doesn't work on the banners anymore, shout out, freaking, I think it was Rez, awesome guy. If you're listening to this, awesome. He created my banner, and I asked for like Kirito from SAO, and he did a really good job on it. You guys already know the banner; it's already on my YouTube and all that stuff. But that was like what I referenced it on. So that was like the only thing I think of. But I could never think of like a good name for like my fandoms. Like,
We'll figure it out.
that's like
eventually.
later down.
Later down the line. I mean, it's never too late. I mean, for me, I used to refer to everybody just like the Kerenswrld Nation. But then, like, I was like, I want something cute. I want something fun.
Hashtag E-boys.
Put in the comments, do you want your fandom name to be the E-Boys? Let us know.
Yeah, let us know.
Let us know.
Give us ideas. Give us some ideas.
Give us some
Yeah,
ideas.
ideas in the
and
comments, please.
I'll look at them.
Drop them down in the comments.
Comments, please. But anyways, let's get right into it. So
Yeah,
pretty
let's
much,
get to it.
pretty much, Karen has been cosplaying. Yeah, she's saying she's been doing this for a long time. Well,
For
somewhat.
3 years.
But-
I started in quarantine.
Quarantine. I think that's where everyone kind of started doing their own like hobbies, and then kind of grew up to be something more.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, like, what I guess with cosplaying, what made you like start like going into it? Like, what was like the biggest like factor?
So I started watching anime really young. I started watching anime when I was in like 4th grade. And during the time that I like had YouTube, I discovered cosplay vlogs where people would go to conventions and stay with their friends at hotels and go to all these cons together and do groups. And I was like, that looks like so much fun. Like there was like YouTubers that I really liked. And then eventually, like it was always something I wanted to do. And for me, I never celebrated Halloween. My mom was always like, eso no es de Dios. Like, if you want candy, I'll take you to the Stripes and get you something. Like, she never, yeah. Like, she was like, I'm not going to let you, like, go out in the streets and ask for candy. Like, that's literally my only thing. I just wanted to experience that. Because I don't know if you guys have seen that scene from Diary of a Wimpy Kid. When they're like, we have to go to the rich neighborhood to get all the big candy bars.
Exactly. That's why I've been telling him every time. Like, okay, Ed, I'm going to your neighborhood because I know you guys got some king size bars.
They
They have king size bars.
Yeah, down the street there was.
They're just like
Wait, don't you live in like San Benito? Like, don't you live pretty far?
No, I won't say
Did we get
location.
any?
Huh?
Did we get any of the king size ones?
Yeah, we
We
did.
did, yeah.
We did. I think we got like 2 Reese's or
Yeah,
Hershey's,
it was
and then we just like
Reese's.
ate them.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so I always like in my vision of Halloween was really affected by that scene because I was like, oh, like I want those big candy bars. I want to go get candy, you know, because we would do it at school and stuff. Like people would bring everything in the parties, but never really anything more. And
Did you guys dress up at school? Because for us, we couldn't.
I did.
You couldn't?
Well, in elementary school.
Our
in
school district was like super strict on that. They were like, because I think one time someone dressed up with like a freaking like a heist thing, and it got immediately in trouble.
Just like,
Oh
ooh.
my
So a lot of people got scared immediately, and I was like, yeah.
Oh,
So
hello.
yeah, and so like in my actually the first cosplay I officially bought was either in 7th or 8th grade was when I was like, okay, I might not be able to celebrate, but I have an excuse to dress up, like at school. And so I told my mom like, Mom, I want this like costume, and it was for those of you who ever got into Danganronpa, it was Chiaki Nanami, which is the ultimate gamer, and we had gotten her wig and her outfit off of either Amazon or eBay. But it didn't fit. I was a very small, very lanky little middle schooler. So it was like, I think 2 sizes too big. And so it just kind of sat in my closet for like months and years. And eventually, when quarantine rolled around, my mom was like, what do you want for your birthday? And I was like at this point, like I'd binged a ton of anime at this point. And I was like, you know what? Like, I started, like I was on TikTok and I would follow cosplayers. And I was like, I want to start. Like, I kind of want to just dress up, like something I always wanted to do with my actual measurements this time. And so for my birthday,
Natural was just like,
yeah, like just like trying to wrap everything on me.
That's quite big.
Don't. But I remember I got my first official cosplay, which was Shinobu Kocho from Demon Slayer, and after that, like eventually, I got my own like debit card. I had like my
yes.
savings in it, and like
The savings of 2 cents.
yeah, I had like $2. but
it went like that.
but I would get like money here and there with my chores and stuff and whatnot, and eventually like I slowly started to collect more and more cosplays over time, and I started posting on TikTok, and then my Instagram wasn't like I didn't start from zero when it came to cosplaying. I like the account that I've had was like my account since like 8th grade.
Oh wow.
And then I slowly started kind of posting more cosplay stuff. But at the time, it was just friends from high school, middle school that followed me. So it wasn't like I just jumped into the cosplay community. But slowly over time, when I went to my first convention in cosplay, that's when more people started to follow me. And then as I went to Comic-Con, Anime Fiesta, that's when it became much of a bigger thing. So it was all just kind of like a dream for me. I was like, it wasn't really like, oh, I want to be big. I want people to recognize me or remember me. I was like, I just want to dress up.
Yeah.
And it ended up being more than it is now, and I hope it becomes more than it is. And it's been a really fun journey up till now.
That's good. Was there like any people that you wanted to like prove wrong? Because I know like with some dreams there were like people that they were like, oh, you say you can't do this and also, but then you proved them wrong. Was there like people like that you had proved like a lot wrong?
I feel like there's not like it's not like I have like ops. Like maybe I do. I don't know if any viewers out there that are probably Kerenswrld antis. I hate it.
Shout out to my FBI agent. I see you in a text message.
I have a few, but like they're more like personal ops. They're not like, oh, Karen's a horrible cosplayer. I hate her. She's not gonna amount to anything. But I don't think I ever had anyone. It wasn't like I had to prove myself to anyone. It was more of like kind of just showing my family and like my mom specifically, that it's like it's just a hobby. Promise I'm not doing anything crazy. It was more of just kind of the acceptance. Because for a while, like with my mom, like because I live with her, like like my dad's always around. I don't want anyone being like Karen is fatherless. No, I have a dad. He's around. He's just in Mexico, right? And so because of quarantine, it was so much time that I was just alone with my mom, and so she never really understood my interest. She always like knew I liked anime, but she's like, I saw samurais, like all those like little Chinese people or whatever. 'Cause, parents are like, I don't see race. It's like exactly they can't tell the difference, right? But like she always knew I was into K-pop and anime, and so when quarantine rolled around, it was just like us for a good while because she was a teacher, but everything was online. I started showing her like, oh, I really like this show. I really like this media. I really like this K-pop group. And so she started slowly opening up to like all of my hobbies and finding out, oh, Karen really likes this thing. And actually, I was a big tomboy up till when I started cosplaying. I didn't
Really?
yeah, which is crazy,
Wow.
right? It's crazy, right?
That is very crazy.
I mean,
Yo, put an image of was it
My mugshot?
Yeah,
Thug Karen?
Because on Instagram, she has a picture of her like before and then now.
Yeah.
So it's like a much. So we're like.
It was
Show
like-
image now.
It's no, it's like a
Here.
It just pops
When
up.
we edit.
it's like a jump scare.
You just put jump scare warning. What?
Trigger warning mugshot.
You're
Juvie
raping.
photo. No, like
Mugshot somewhere.
You're just gonna be like, warning. There's a jump scare in the middle of this video.
no, yeah. Which I'm very feminine. I'm super stylish now. At least I think I'm very stylish. I love clothes and shopping. It's probably because I played Movie Star Planet a lot growing up. But
Movie Star Planet.
Movie Star Planet like
I used to play that shit too.
and like Bearville.
Oh no, you
Wait,
too?
Trey.
You
So really
too?
quick, we have another producer. We have Trey, our friend.
Trey.
So apparently, wait, you played it as well?
Yes, I used to play this shit.
Dude, it was
too.
so good.
It was.
It's like,
Dude.
have you been touched Pop Tropica?
No,
Whoa,
I'm telling you
not
guys.
that- Whoa, calm down.
Trey, we gotta hop on Movie Star
Oh
Planet
my
again. You
God,
have
I
to
haven't-
add me.
I haven't.
Wait, that's
played
still a
it
thing? The
so-
servers are
Yes,
still
It
on?
exists.
still a
The
thing.
servers are
You
still
might
on?
you might have to download Adobe or something, but like I need to play. I've been meaning to. You know how you could like add people as like boyfriend or girlfriends? Like I want you to play with me. Wait. Shut up. My boyfriend is behind the camera doing some homework, and I want to get him on Movie Star Planet so I can add him so I can finally have a boyfriend on Movie Star Planet. Cause like,
No.
please, Diego, please.
No.
He's a great.
You still have?
No, I used to.
Oh.
Anyways.
Anyways.
But I wasn't very into like makeup. Like the most I would do is like a little bit of eyeshadow, just like a little bit of color on my eyes. But I never did eyeliner. I never did full foundation. Like my quince photos, I didn't do my makeup for that. Someone else did. But like at the time, it was like a whole different thing. I didn't like dresses. I didn't like puffy dresses. And so when I was 15, like I didn't. Like now I want to retake my quince photos. Bochi the Rock. But he was like, show me a photo of Bochi. But back then, like I wasn't really feminine or anything. So when I started cosplaying, and I was like, Mom, let me borrow your makeup. Let me borrow your thing. She was like, take it. She just take it because like
Thank you, this person. Okay.
she's like, go for it.
She's like, finally, my daughter's being a girl.
yeah, like she was finally like I'm becoming more feminine and getting into clothes and style and everything. And so now it's really like I'm very comfortable in my skin and very like girly because of cosplaying. And that's like a whole like it's really nice, honestly. It really helped me embrace myself more and like my style and not worry about what people think. So it's really cool.
I'm gonna finish those gummy bears.
Like a bad way.
I'm like, get them away from me. I'm gonna
Anyone in
finish
the staff wants some gummies?
They have their own.
Oh shit! What's
You're
that?
dropping food already?
Dropping food. Yeah, we're dropping food.
5-second rule.
Choked and died.
Well, I think that was the thing. COVID really kind of like brought out like a lot of new hobbies and much more dreams for everyone. I know for me it was with esports.
Sweaty Fortnite playing.
Yeah, sweaty Fortnite. Man. What about you? What was like? What did you?
Oh,
find
what did
out?
I find it go?
Like
What?
in COVID?
In COVID, what?
Like quarantine.
I know quarantine, but like, honestly, it just brought me out more into music playing.
Tram racing.
Tram, no,
Like, you know, like tram
Yeah.
in the subway.
Yeah.
They have professional tram racing over in Britain because football
Really?
and basketball are out. So me and my dad were really watching that and axe throwing.
Wow.
oh, Axe Throwing was really, I really loved.
also good.
We should go axe throwing. There's a place in Brownsville.
Yeah,
We should all
yeah,
go.
yeah, we
That's
should.
another topic. For that.
There's gonna be a cosplay event.
But he's not gonna be here.
Yeah.
Oh, we
Wait,
teleport
when is
you
it?
here. I think it's like January. We'll figure it out eventually.
alright.
I won't be here.
Topic for after.
When the
When's
pla-
Christmas working?
The plans will leave the
One
group chat.
one.
You said you were gonna finish all of them.
If I get
Self-control, Grizzy.
Yo.
Come on.
Ah.
Fine, take them, go crazy.
Alright.
Anyways,
So it was like mostly like music based.
Mostly music, and then gaming came in.
I was a big band dad like before COVID, but
Yeah.
then what happened was after I made Region, it just felt like everything that I did was.
Hold
like,
up, guys.
already done
Excuse my
for.
pants.
And especially with doing it with a broken foot, I feel like that
Oh,
kind of
yeah.
like made it a
especially
bit
if
more
you're
achievable.
marching band,
Uh,
it's like you have to use your legs.
Of course, like
Oh,
being a marching man as well.
the doctor legit told me because you know Pigskin, our
Oh, yeah.
our final show, we were the last ones apparently.
Mhm.
So the doctor told me once you're done marching, you gotta put the boot on because they gave me the clear to do it, and I was in pain. But I kid you not, we went immediately to the parade of colors. I couldn't put the boot on, and I was in agonizing pain. And then on the bus on the way back, I was just like there laying down, just like Worth it. We got division.
What
We got division
happened?
1.
What injury was it?
He injured his ankle.
Stretch fracture on the foot. So like where the foot is,
Can't
was
relate.
right about on the like middle part.
Man, did I tell you I had 2 or 3 ligaments in my ankle?
Yeah.
Yeah. That shit is not fun. That is not fun whatsoever. I had to walk. Had to do a semester at LSU with that.
Oh, with the freaking.
No, with nothing. I didn't know I didn't know I tore 3 ligaments and fractured my ankle.
Oh.
So I was just walking around campus with like a blown out leg.
But Trey's like,
Man's just limping.
Yeah, for me, I was in choir before the
really?
pandemic. I did choir, I think 5th grade to 8th grade, and then 1 year I skipped because I was at a different school that had like no electives. And then for 2 years, sophomore and junior, I went back into choir. And so I remember the last thing right before the pandemic hit was we did practice UIL because for choir we have that, and it was just like our UIL pieces. I don't remember if it was every group gets the same song and we just have to play it and we did sight reading and stuff. And I remember that was the last thing we did before the pandemic. We didn't even go to the real UIL. We didn't go. I think I did region, either region or ensemble. I don't remember, but that like kind of ended for me right before. And like I always liked singing. I always liked music. But just like the competitiveness of it or just doing those types of activities like wasn't available anymore. And I was when I did my schedule for senior year, because I was a junior when the pandemic hit. I remember they put me in varsity choir, which is like the good choir, right? They were like, oh, yeah, I can't sing because I was always in the normal one. And so, but I was like, ain't no way I'm gonna get on the Google Classroom to sing like in front of everybody. Like this is
I was
like
supposed
not
to be on
it.
snare line my senior year. Like I was supposed to be on snare line, like the main, and I was
Ah. Well, my high school was different. I mean, mine was different because I was a saxophone. So freshman year I did alto, and then
wind player.
Hey, can you wait? I was gonna curse at you.
You cannot talk
but
much.
no. We're screaming. Because we're screaming.
Let's hope we don't blow the mic up again.
Anyways,
I mean, you guys are well past 5 minutes. You can curse now.
Oh yeah, that's true.
let's fucking go.
Hey!
That's it.
Watch your mouth.
That's fine.
No. Anyway, you. No, but yeah, freshman year for me, I was playing alto, and then I had an incident, and then I was out the rest of the season because I broke my arm.
Oh.
Yeah,
Ow.
broke my forearm.
Wait, how did you do that? Was it just like from like either?
No, I fell on it. I fell on it. I fell on it.
Was this like during band or like after?
This was during band. This was during marching practice.
So the director.
No, it wasn't. I don't want to sue George Trevino. Thank you, sir. Love you very much.
Love you, saranghe.
No, but then sophomore year I switched over to tenor. And I did that for sophomore and junior, and then my senior year, since COVID happened, he had the director asked me, "Hey, you want to play Barry?" Oh, sure, I'll play it. And then through all those 4 years, I played all 3. Junior year was my technically it was the last pigskin for us. And then
There was,
And then UIO
got
came.
canceled.
where the year prior we were able to participate for state honor band, and then in February
I was in honor choir.
we were selected to be the 5A honor band of 2020. So that's why when you see me walk around with that jacket I had, it's because you already know about this.
Respect.
So if you actually go on YouTube, you search up the Lopez High School 5A honor band,
You'll see him.
you'll see me.
I'm gonna be looking at it. My best friend did a ton of stuff. Like they were in band for quite a lot of years, and they did a ton of things. And they showed me their old, like I think either pigskin or some competition they did, and they were like, "I'm here somewhere." I'm like, "Where's the one with the little short buzz cut?" And like I would see, I was like, "That's you right there." It's like, "Yeah, how do you know?" And I'm like, "It's the haircut." And it was
Just
super
the
funny.
haircut.
I guarantee if you looked at my marching band, you'll see me like this.
You're gonna see a buzz cut in.
Not even a bus
I
cut. It was
cannot
I was in the
find any
middle.
footage of my choir concerts.
Really?
I'm pretty sure Harrison could find a photo of me in that video.
But no, yeah, I kind of feel bad though. Like there's a couple of different competitions I did, and like they were recorded, but I don't know where the recordings are. Like I can't. Like I found my name on the website where it's like, oh, people who placed, and it's like, and I looked through it, but like I can't find the concert videos itself, and I'm like, where am I? Where's like little
Really?
pre-TV?
Where's that voice crack I heard?
Where's that high note I messed up?
Did you guys like ever like go back on like your videos like you recorded? Because for me back in band when I did like my A-tunes and all that stuff, I would always record it and then I'd go back and like watch it.
Well, you see, I just watched our performance that we did on Valentine's Day. So It's on YouTube and it's also
Yeah.
on Spotify.
No, but like saying like for like A2s and all that stuff, did you always like record it and then go back and like watch it just to see what you did wrong?
I don't know. I have my freaking director there always.
Oh,
I look over like.
Oh yeah,
old,
good. I mean, you're just you're that. I'm over here playing.
well, I had applied music and no one
yeah,
was there.
but like I had to blow an instrument.
Me was just like all like
You're whacking sticks
grips
on
and
the mat
frickin-
on the head.
hands hurt, but it's okay.
Your hands hurt. Yeah, my fingies were hurting more.
Yeah,
Mhm.
you got the more pain in there. Proud of you, bud.
I don't know. You had a broken foot.
Yeah, I
You,
still
you couldn't walk.
I
You
couldn't
had to
walk,
be
but
in a-
I somehow still tuned the timpani wells. But it.
You had to be in a wheelchair.
But anyways, really quick, back to the cosplay. I guess most likely because again, you're a cosplayer.
How did it feel like to host an event?
Yeah.
To host
Ah,
an
that's a
event.
good.
That's a good one. So first of all, sorry about that. This is the huge boot. But
Break his kneecaps.
so I've hosted the things that I've hold. No, I don't want to give him another injury. Bro's already allergic to like 50 things. Now he's gonna have a busted leg. Like
Damn
he's had too many
it!
issues. But when I first, the first event that I hosted myself was with this business called Boba Tea Express in Brownsville, and me and the owner get along really well. And so, for me, it's because I can draw. Like I like to draw. I've always been like a very artistic kid. I actually majored in art, and then for like a semester, and then I didn't. And now I am an English major because I actually really like it. Oh, I snapped my head when I did that. I was
Oh,
like,
you hit.
yeah. Stream ended. Post this as my eulogy or something. But
Biology.
I got along with the owner really well because I used to draw because they have like a little dry erase board and I would draw on it. And so she's like, she followed me and she's like, oh my god, you do all these things, like all this cosplay stuff. And so she's like, oh, I'm on TikTok and I saw somebody hosted like a cosplay night or an anime night at like a cafe or something, and they had like a cosplay contest. And I'm like, I want to do that. Like she was telling me that, and she's like, do you think you'd do with me? And I was like, yeah. Totally.
The nervous.
Like, I was so nervous because, like, no matter, like, for those who know, who follow me, if you don't follow me right now.
All our socials will be down in the description.
Yes, a link with my card with all of my other links.
Yeah.
But I reached 2K followers this year, which I was super grateful for. So thank you for all my viewers who support me up till now. I reached 2K, and even though I have like a pretty decent reach and a pretty decent following. I don't really know my full public perception, because I'm gonna be so fair with you, my DMs are kind of slow.
Really?
Like a lot of cosplayers have like constant messages, but for me, like the people I text regularly are my boyfriend, my best friend, and a few other people responding to my stories. But it's not like a constant flow of like responses and anything unless I post something. So it's a little like slow for me. So I never really know who likes me or doesn't, or who really talks to me or interacts with me. So when hosting something, you really have to have that network of people that you talk to regularly because that guarantees that they'll show up. But since I was very nervous about that, I was like, you know what? I'm going to, first of all, make the graphic, post it with time to promote.
Light died.
Light died.
Light died.
Oh, which light?
Light died.
Okay,
Big,
stick light died.
big,
Alright.
Stick like that.
big
The light
wiener
stick.
light.
But
Still got those.
yeah, and so I was very worried, but I was like, you know what? I'm gonna promote it with time because you can't be hosting shit last minute. Like if you do something like 2 weeks in advance, it's gonna be really hard to get the name out there.
Yeah, I
So
did like a month or 2 months.
Yeah, a month or two.
A
Like
whole year in advance.
year's a little too long, but
No,
a month is like
never.
the ideal time. A month and a half is probably ideal to host everything. And so the first time I posted it, I got quite a lot of reshares. But like gearing onto nearby the event, like I was like, oh guys, who's going? Because I had like my personal group chat with my friends, and like 3 of them were like, not me. And I was like, if my own friends aren't going, who the hell's gonna go? And I was just so worried. And so when I first hosted it, when it was from 6 to closing, to the shop closing, right? And so the first hour, like the first couple of minutes, one person showed up. And then after like 30 minutes, another person showed up with like their own friends. Like it was just one person in cosplay, but their friends had gone, right? And I was like, okay, there's 3 of us right now. My best friend's on her way or something like that. And then by like, I'd say 7 or 8, a few more people came. And so the owner was like, no, by 7, the owner was like, hey, like, do you want to take a group picture with the people that are here? And I'm like, yes, but like, wait till the cosplay contest. I think people will show up. Like, I think by then the contest there will be people, right? And so then people did show up, and the place got full. Like, we had to pull chairs from the back, and I was like, oh, that was so great. Like, I was so relieved that people really did show up. And so now although it was really nerve wracking, I feel like I'm a little bit more reliable in the sense because I did well in my first time hosting something. And so now people are like, "What's the next event you're hosting?" And I was like, "Oh, I want to do like a social or like a Valentine's Day party." But I'm still like in the talks with people, so it was nerve wracking, a little bit. I got a little anxious, but it all worked out in the end, thanks to the people that showed up.
That's good. Especially with like those type of events, if anything like planning, like just in general, you got to do it like at least like a month or 2 months in advance. Because if not, there's just so much problems that are gonna happen. I think we even had that with.
Yeah, we had that with our tournament.
We had I pulled up and I was like, "Where the hell is every pony?" And it's like, this shit was not posted on time. People.
Speaking of poor planning, let's talk about the event that happened this week.
Oh,
Straight to the point, chismosos ustedes.
Hey, we gotta do
Nice
some
transition.
Exactly, straight to the
This is
point. All right, so this past week, Lighthouse Matsuri happened, and these two went because I couldn't. I had something else to do.
She performed.
She performed
Last minute.
as I mean, not as always, but like it happened.
So I want.
He got pushed into the water.
I know.
Yeah, we threw him in there.
We threw
tossed
him in there.
He floated for a while. There was high tide. I'm joking. We did not do that.
No, I didn't.
I would never do that to Edward.
He loves salty water.
He's like, salt.
Salty water feels great on the eyes.
She was
No, but
I'm surprised you're not allergic to salt.
Salt is too spicy for me.
It's like, God, please don't make
He's
me
gonna be
allergic to
Robin.
salt.
He's gonna be Robin. You're gonna be in Teen Titans, just like salt is too spicy. I need the spice.
no, but her performance got pushed earlier. I want you to tell your side and I'll tell my side because the rushing over there.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so this past weekend, Lighthouse Matsuri was a convention that happened in Port Isabel, December 9 and 10. And so for me, like the first day was like awesome. Like,
packed.
it was very packed for me, which I was super grateful for. Because I never really know the extent of like my public image, right? I don't really know how many people really support me or really like me or anything because it's just kind of it's confusing. It's worrisome. Sometimes I just don't know. And like even though like I even got into cosplay to hand out flyers at school and like hand them out at the mall, like I still was very worried. I was like, are people gonna show up? Are people gonna even come see me? Because like sometimes with cosplay guesting, like I've done them at like events, like at coffee houses, small businesses, and some people show up, but they're mostly like either close friends or like two fans of mine that are like very big fans of mine. Shout out to Jeremy. He's one of my faves. He's one of my faves. So it's very difficult to really know, and like no one really was like, "Oh, see you there. I'll be there," right? Because there was 4 events happening at the same time of the convention center. It was Anime Frontier, which first of all, I told the organizers, "Why the hell did you put it in the same weekend as Anime Frontier?" They're like, "Who the hell's gonna go to Anime Frontier?" I'm like, I know a lot of people that are gonna go to Anime Frontier.
It's sponsored
by Crunchyroll. Like it's an official event by like streaming services, and they have like booths, and it's major, right? And then there's like Ecchi Expo, and then there was GhibliCon, which was first of all GhibliCon scheduled themselves after Lighthouse had announced their hours. So I was just like, bro, come on, like December's only so
Do they not
long.
like talk to each other about that, or like there's like no like group chat or something like that?
No,
No.
even though people like owners know each other and stuff, it's not like, oh, I'm gonna schedule this event at this time, so don't schedule yours. Like it's not like kind of that, which I think would honestly make everyone's life easier, so that people could each enjoy every single thing instead of
Like
picking and
just get a group
choosing.
chat, come on.
Honestly, but I was
Just
really
group chat, come
worried.
on.
And then for those like, if you're watching this, I'm from Brownsville, and so Port Isabel is like 45 minutes away, depending on traffic. And so having to like, first of all, I woke up super early. I still had homework to do, which I turned in some of it, but not all of it. Like the night of Saturday, I was like still working on it on my hotel. But Saturday of, I showed up right when they opened the doors, and I was like, I posted, I was like, I'm fashionably late, but I'm like, I'm not even late. I'm just like just on time, just not setting up time. And so I hurried up and like I put my booth, and even when I had gotten there and I was setting up, people were waiting for me. They were waiting to like for me to finish, and I was like, oh my god, people are waiting for me. And then like eventually, like I was like, okay, all right, we're open. And then we finally like people started rolling in and like, oh, how much are this or that, and like I was like starting to match usernames to faces because a lot of the time like I don't really know. First of all, you guys need to start putting your names on your usernames or something because it's really hard to tell you guys apart. But like it was really nice getting to interact with people, and it was such a busy flow of just constant people rolling around. You guys showed up, which I was really grateful for. I was just so happy to see the Game Club. Plans left the group chat. They went outside to touch grass. More like sand, but it was really
Still
nice.
counts.
Still
Counts.
counts.
More like he needs to go outside, touch grass, and sand.
I'll still die if I touch it.
Wait, are you allergic to grass?
I had to take allergy shots to get
The flowers,
Pick a struggle.
the pollen. No, we're gonna roll you down the hill.
I'm gonna take you to the butterfly exhibit at the Gladys Porter Zoo.
No, he can't even get near because all he smells is poop. And he'll be he hate manure. He hate manure.
But no, yeah, like I didn't leave my booth for like a good 3 hours till opening, like 3 or 4. And even when I was gone, like I left my best friend. I was like, hey, can you take care of my booth for me? She's like, yeah. And so even when I was gone, people were getting prints from me, and I was like, wow, I feel so special. Like it was so nice. Like Saturday was just really epic. A lot of people came, but then a lot of people were like, hey, I'm really sorry I can't come to see you perform tomorrow. Like I can only just come today. Like I'm sorry. And I was like, I totally get that, but it was an overwhelming amount of people that were like, I can't make it. And I was like, it's okay. Like, I understand. And so when I first got the schedule, the draft schedule with the hours of when I was performing, it said 4 p.m. Sunday. And I was like, ew. First of all, because Sundays are obviously the slower day. Because if you go the whole weekend or if you go to a con, like a 3-day weekend, Sundays are the very chill day. People have already seen everything. They've gotten all their signatures. Like, it's low traffic, and I get that, right? And so when I told the organizer, I was like, I don't really like that time. They were like, well, we need people for the cosplay contest. And I'm like, what the hell do I got to do with me?
We need you to be a loading screen for the cosplay.
Yeah,
contest.
like, we need people to wait for you and then, like, have an audience. And I was like, well, I can't have an audience if I perform on a slow day. But whatever. And then they were like, oh, best time we could give you is 3. And I was like, all right, that's better than end of the day. But then last minute they were like, oh, we'll do 2. And I was like, okay, that's great. Like, you know, like ideally if you're going to be part of something or a panel, don't do it right at opening, like at 12 or at like end of the day. Because it's very like iffy. So 2 was like a good medium time. So Sunday rolled around and low traffic in general. Not a lot of people. I got to walk around the con by myself just because no one was really coming to the back with the cosplayers. Because first of all, they put the cosplayers in a back room. And there was a lot of us. And it was tight. And it was small. And there was so many guest cosplayers. There was 10. There was 10 guests. Ooh, pásame una de... Trey brought out
our handy dandy delivery man.
Yeah, handy dandy delivery. Hi, Trey.
Hi, you can come on the camera.
Oh, I can't.
Cameo.
Cameo.
There you go.
Welcome to Easter egg.
Arigato.
Easter egg.
Wait, I want a buttery one. I'm good at one.
No, I didn't even get to
Not from you.
What do you mean, never me?
Thank you. And so, first of all, people didn't even know we were in the back. Like, there was a homeboy, the organizer, remembered that he had a banner that said Cosplay Alley, and he put it in the back on Sunday. So a lot of people, when they were in that entrance, because it was like, the convention center was small itself. I think they did okay for the space that they gave us. But, like, it was kind of like rectangular. Cosplayers were in a room that was part of the convention center, but it was in the back. And there was, like, a doorway. But there was no map of the layout of it. Because, like, yeah, they posted it on the Instagram page. But, like, not everyone has social media. Some people were like, oh, I heard of this event. Let's go.
Like last minute, just like.
Yeah, and, like, there's no keeping up with it. And so eventually they put, like, the banner up and it said Cosplay Alley. And Saturday it's like, we didn't even know you guys were here. And it's like, we didn't either. Well, actually we did. I saw the map, but I was just like,
Why are we in the back?
where is that? I was like, where is that realistically? And so eventually, you know, I was set to perform 2 p.m. on Sunday. And I was just practicing. My mom came to see me. I love my mom. She doesn't usually come to see me at events. She hasn't seen me in, like, since January, the one I did in January. But it was really nice because she's like, I want to see you sing and, like, dance, you know. And so she had gotten out of the car, like, pretty early because she was just in the parking lot getting ready. And, like, she was in my Sentra and she was just doing her makeup, like, her hair. And so...
I just wait, like,
Shout out to all the moms who support their
Yeah.
all
kids.
moms. Shout out to them.
mothers or fathers or whoever is your parental guardian. Because...
My dad got me into anime too.
Kira was his first.
Yeah.
It was that man who got me into anime.
Yeah, it was like for me it was
Nerd.
Akira and Dragon Ball for my dad.
Wait, what's your guys' first anime?
My first anime was Dragon Ball GT.
Oh no, it was
When I had the full disc set.
You gotta hate me,
Oh,
but Aaron
full
introduced
disc
me
set.
to the Promised Neverland.
Oh.
Did you get into anime like in quarantine? Okay, because that makes sense.
Bro, when you load up Cartoon Network and they show
Yeah, come on. Was it 4 kids?
it was four
Four
kids.
kids.
4 kids.
Four kids.
My first anime was one called Powerpuff Girls Z, which was like the Japanese version of Powerpuff Girls, which is one of my favorites
The
actually.
Powerpuff Girls.
Yeah, and the opening is so good. So if anyone here knows of Powerpuff Girls Z, it's really good actually, and like the intro is like banging. But no, yeah. So Sunday, my mom had gotten out of the car. And she's like, "Oh, where are you?" And I'm like, "Oh, in the back." She's like, "You're in the back," and I was like, "Yeah." And a lot of people didn't even bother setting up their booth on Sunday. They were like, you know what, like we kind of didn't get much traffic. Like I just want to walk around, and which is totally valid. But I left my stuff just already set up since last night because I was like, "Ah, whatever. Like I'm coming back the next morning. The only thing I took back to the hotel was like my speaker, my cameras, and the money bag where I had the things I earned.
Free money.
Free money.
Hell no. But you know, all of a sudden, the MCs for the show they come to the back, and they're like, "We need you on stage right now." And I was like, "What?" I checked the time, and I'm like, "It's 1." I was like, "Why?" It's literally 1. They're like, "Oh, because the voice actors are signing, and the panels got canceled or something." And I was like, "Wonderful, amazing." I was so scared. I was so petrified.
I almost crap my pants.
I almost
I
crap
had
my
to-
pants.
I take nervous pees. I'm gonna be so for real with you guys. I have to go to the bathroom before I eat or before I go on stage or something. I remember for Idol Night, for those of you who've been following me for a while, I performed at a place called Cine del Rey. It's in McAllen. It's like this old movie theater that got turned into a concert hall. And I performed during like an Idol Night, and I remember I went to the bathroom like 6 times throughout the day, like back and forth, like right before my performance.
You did it before the podcast, right? Like,
Yeah,
you did that
I also had to
yesterday.
do that because water.
Sure, bladder of a 40-year-old guys.
just
But
politely say this.
yeah, so I ran to the bathroom and then I was like, well, crap, now I gotta go. But then like the setup was so messy because first of all, I don't think the organizer itself told me to bring a USB, but one of the girls who was also performing, she's like, hey, bring a USB with your music. So the night of Saturday, like in the middle, like at 1 in the morning, I put my USB, like the music, because I had finished writing an essay. I put the USB, transfer my music from the Dropbox, whatever, had the USB in my bag. And then the day of, they're like, oh, I need you to airdrop me the music. I was like, wait, what? It's like, yeah, I need you to airdrop it, and then I'm going to play it on the speakers. So the audio is going to play, but we're going to give you a microphone. So they didn't have like a soundboard to control everything or put a USB. Yeah, so it was really annoying. So I airdropped the music, and the girl was like cueing it on her phone when I had gone up and like whatever, and the mic and the audio. Like a lot of my friends who do music, they were like, yeah, that's not how you're supposed to do it. The laptop that they were technically using wasn't even the organizers. It was one of the cosplayers who brought it to edit. Yeah, like that wasn't even like the organizer's thing, and it was just like whatever I performed. But you know, with convention scheduling should be tight because if you mess something up, everything goes like completely disorganized, and that's what happened Sunday. And it was all because of low staffing and just people were not prepared. And then whatever I perform, and people showed up at 2. People were like, "Hey, did you already perform?" I'm like, "I did. I performed at 1." They're like, "What? Like we just got here at 2." So a lot of people completely missed out, or there wasn't any people at all. Which there was the people who were just there, but like I would have much rather done it Saturday because you saw the traffic on Saturday. Saturday was so good, and so it was like
Traffic was good.
traffic was really good. I earned the most that I ever earned in like every single event I've done up till now. It was
$1.
One whole baller.
One whole
No, a
dollar.
$2 bill.
No, it was the $2 bill. That good enough for me.
Yeah, and so I was pretty like I wouldn't want to say I was disappointed, but it was disappointing, you know, because I knew that I could have done better, and I also knew more people would have gone if I was on Saturday. And if the things were organized on Sunday anyways, because after that, they had cosplayers working staff. They had...
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I actually, like,
Oh my
first
God.
of all of these things I'm talking about right now...
Coming out.
What?
Got a little
I was
secret
trying to
agent up
sneeze.
there.
I was trying to sneeze, and then just.
Yeah. Yeah, a little secret agent up there. Trying to go down the nostril.
Yeah, I was trying
You just saw Anime Matsuri like 2-3 years ago.
Oh, Anime Matsuri. Oh, funny story. When we were first organizing Lighthouse, 'cause I know the organizers, they wanted to name it Anime Matsuri, and I was like, don't do that. They're like, why? Like Anime Matsuri somewhere else. I'm like, yeah, but Anime Matsuri doesn't have a great rep, and if you name it Anime Matsuri, people are gonna switch around and be like, oh, which one are you going to? The one in South Texas or the one over there? And like also, I remember Homeboy was sending me like the draft contracts for like the voice actors, and it's like, oh, Anime Matsuri. I was like, do not put Anime Matsuri. Put Lighthouse, because that was the name that we originally thought about, because it's like by the lighthouse, and it ended up working out in the end. The trademark is better. But first of all, I want to mention everything that I'm talking to you right now. I've already talked to the owner about it. Like on Monday, I don't know if it was Monday or Tuesday. Monday, I had done a live stream, like just talking about like in general everything that I went through, like the fun, the stuff, the things that went wrong. Yeah, I stream on my Instagram. The next year I want to start streaming on Twitch, but I don't have a PC. But hopefully I'll get to it eventually. But I remember I went live and I was like, I want to hear everyone else's opinions. And so all of this that I'm telling you, like I've already, like yesterday just had a call with the organizer because I had a list of things that were like, oh, this went wrong, just to talk about it, because it's important that people know that their feelings are valid and what went wrong can be fixed, because Lighthouse has potential. And it could have been even better if things were organized.
It has a lot of potential.
Oh yeah, and it still does. It's just, it's the first time. Everyone kind of messes up in their first time in anything they do. I know I did when I first started cosplaying.
And who knows? Maybe they might move to the island.
Yeah, they plan to open up a bigger venue.
Yeah.
Bigger spacing and fix up the staffing problem and everything. Like at some point, like I don't know if you guys saw the Spider-Man cosplayers were taking over the stage and having to do like karaoke, because first of all, the thing is that kind of messed me up is that they didn't announce they did announce the voice actors were leaving, but they didn't announce that the schedule was canceled or the rest of the schedule of the day.
They just blatantly just like
they were like, oh, we're doing karaoke, come up the stage if you want to. Karen's performing last minute. And so the cosplayers had to like kind of take over that region of the area. At some point, they had somebody in the front queuing tickets because the people.
Wait, like tickets, just like sitting in like the front row, or like
no. Like in the front when you go in and you go buy your ticket. They had one of the cosplayers. They were like, hey, can you like handle the tickets? And the guy was like already done with like his stuff, right? He's like, all right, I did my panel, I already did my stuff, and so
no. They don't.
No, like I'll get to that. I'll get to that eventually. But and the homeboy didn't mind. Like sometimes like cosplayers step up here and there, right?
Of course.
But it was like, you didn't have to do that. Like, what was the necessity? No había necesidad de hacer eso.
I was gonna try to fall off my chair and be late.
Careful.
No, I said I was gonna try to. I was gonna purposely fall off my chair.
No. But and so.
They don't get paid.
But when they had homeboy in the front working tickets, people came and they came with their card, and they're like, "Where's the card reader?" And so they had to call the organizer, "Hey, where's the card reader?"
We don't have
they
one.
brought it. It doesn't work. And so those people that could have been people that were gonna go to the con ended up stepping out because of like all of these little mishaps and stuff. Eventually, by like 3 p.m., I had taken down my setup because I was like, you know what, I'm calling it a day. No one's really coming. Yeah. And in the end, I only made $26 for Sunday. In comparison, I'm gonna be really frank with y'all. I made $153 on Saturday.
No.
Which wouldn't be without you guys, first of all. Which was successful, incredibly successful. The last time I earned, the most I earned in an event was I think $90, but that was because I was selling paintings because I paint. But it wasn't because of my prints or just like my photo cards or anything. But this time I made $153. I was like, this is amazing. And so, but then Sunday, the comparison is like the ratio is crazy. Like that's like times 6, like minimum, right? So it was pretty disappointing on Sunday. But I already talked to the organizers. We plan to put out a survey. So the people, like an official survey. I was planning to do it myself. I put on stream like, I'm going to do a survey so you guys can like tell me like your thoughts. But I'm like, no, if I just do it myself, it will mean more if it was the Lighthouse people. Yeah. And so when I was talking to one of the organizers, like, hey, like, he's like, no, we plan to do that. Because Anime Frontier did that. They put up a survey being like, oh, what did you like? What did you not like? What can we do better? And I feel like that would really make people feel valid and fix the issues that we had. So
one for you, GX.
One for you, just all the responses.
Nah,
and add in sound effects here and do the explosion.
Oh God, it's
Fun boom, fart with reverb.
But yeah, like overall, in my own metrics and my own earnings and my own like experience, I had a good time. But I know a lot of other people didn't, and there's some complaints I personally have as well. But that will be covered eventually, and hopefully will not happen again.
All right, Karen, thanks for hearing your side. Now let's switch over to the other side of the table and listen to
Edward.
Edward's
So
side.
pretty much what happened was me and Jason were kind of just waiting because Harrison was doing his stuff. He was doing his photography thing, which we're pretty proud about. We're really proud of him.
Yeah, Yeah, we made Harrison.
We made Harrison.
Wait, plug. Needless plug. Harrison is a photographer from. He photographies.
He's our personal photographer.
Yeah, and he's our director for.
He's our
today.
producer / director.
He's the director of all these lights and stuff. So
Thank you.
hand.
And he's been my best friend since.
Disembodied hand.
Thank you,
You gotta
lonely
get to one
hand.
of my little hands so you can like bring it out. I
You
was
wanna-
gonna buy a pack of them yesterday at Hobby Lobby.
They
I'll
wouldn't-
bring it next time.
It's just a hand, but it's just like, oh yeah. He's just gonna turn and like, oh yeah.
How many? I've known him since middle school, and we got along super well. And he's been having these ideas, and I was like, you know what, this is a chance to prove it. And once he won the tickets, and I was like, dude, this is your
Yeah, it was
time.
pretty
Show
cool.
it, prove to it that you could do it, and he did, and I was very proud of him.
Yeah,
Man still didn't want to
Harrison
ask
needed help
people if we could
asking.
take pictures, and then so Karen had to substitute
Yeah,
it.
I had to go. I was like, Harrison, do you want to go to the main hall and like ask people for photos? He's like,
She took him like a baby, like okay.
yeah. I like grabbed him by the arm and I was like going up to people. I was like, hey, like my friend does photography. Do you think you could take your photo? And they were like, yes, of course. And so he's like, pulls out his card. He's like, here's my card. QR code's in the back.
We're gonna have to take you to Anime Matsuri one day just for all the cosplay.
We gotta take you to the Comic-Con or Gamers Expo.
Yeah.
So I'm going to those. And just like I had to like be the middleman. Then at some point on Sunday when we had the Spider-Man group outside, I was like, "Do you want to take photos of them?" He's like, "Yes." And so I like went and I was like, "Hey."
He's just like
He's like,
Harris is a cooter AF.
he's
Yeah.
Harris is just like Bubba would like take pictures.
yeah. He has like camera in hand and he's like, "Hello."
Yes.
Like the emotionless anime girls and all that.
He's Jimmy Olsen, but not
Jimmy
Jimmy Olsen.
Jimmy Olsen with no personality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Jimmy Olsen in all modern writing.
But we went and I was like, "Hey guys, my friend Harrison does photography. Could you take photos, you guys?" And they're like, "Yes, of course," because I got along really well with them. And so I was like, "You stay here and socialize." And he's like, "Okay." And so I just left him outside because I had to go attempt to other things. And that's when last minute they told me to perform. But yeah, Harrison.
So me and Jason were just waiting because we kind of already checked out the whole venue again because it was already small. We already saw it mostly on Saturday. So me and just like, hey, let's just go out to the docks and take pics. We're doing that. I'm gonna post those pics later on my Instagram. So make sure you go follow that. But the thing was, we're like taking pics, having just relaxing. Then all of a sudden, Harrison, I get a text. Harris performing early. You better get your ass over here. And I was like, shit. So we both
ran.
book it. We book it over there, and there was like cars coming by, and like,
Meow.
we were like, we almost got
IRL Crossy Road.
There you.
So we got a bit unsafe, but other than that, we went to go see Karen perform. It was a really great performance. Really great. It was just the problem is scheduling. It was like there was no reason to push it up. If there was something, at least give the time for you to like prepare yourself. Because like going through like any performance, especially like with us like just playing, like it's
You
still
have to
scary.
practice. You
have to
have to do
practice
it.
because you'll still get like the nerves. You still have like the nervous of just like, oh, this is my first time playing. Or,
Yeah.
like, performing, and it's just I gotta prepare for this, and I can't have the nerves. So.
And there was something when you applied for the when you applied for either like a cosplay thing or a vendor or a what do you call it, a performance or a panel, there was one of the notices in it said like if there is like an issue with scheduling or you have to be moved or we're not responsible for issues with sound or stuff like that, which is partially valid, but also like no one has to see that. Like there's no real reason to be like if there's a scheduling conflict, okay, I get it, but like audio and stuff, the stage was wobbly. People got injured.
People got injured?
Seriously?
Really?
When I went on live stream, so at first, I don't know if anyone knows like the Amazing Digital Circus, like this new thing that came out. There's a character named Pomni, and so there's like a little clown girl, right? And so she's like clumsy. And when the cosplay contest happened, which was on Sunday, the Pomni fell on the stage. They like fell like on it, right? And I was like, oh, maybe it's like part of the skit, like it's a character. But then next thing you know, I'm on live stream and I'm talking to the people, and they were like, the stage was wobbly. 3 people fell. Actually, 4. It was the Pomni. There was an Ada Wong from Resident Evil.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Ada Wong, and then the 2 Jedis.
Oh.
There was 2 Jedi cosplayers, and apparently the Ada Wong injured her leg because the Pomni and Ada are sisters.
Yeah.
So when I was talking to the organizer yesterday on call, he said, even on Saturday when I went on stage, just like at the end of the day to check on the stage, like he's a bigger guy, he's a little heavier. He's like, oh, maybe it's like wobbly because I'm just a little heavy, and just in general, like that was just like there was no stage check throughout the day.
Oh no.
So that was like a whole thing that like can be a physical casualties is something obviously everyone should avoid. But when I heard about that, I was like, oh my god.
You could technically sue. They could technically sue.
They
for
technically
that.
sue. You know, like I don't know the extent of the damages or how hurt the Adawang was. I just know that the Pomni and her are like sisters, so she knew about it. I was like,
Bad review.
we gotta fix that.
Someone's getting
We gotta
sued.
work on that. You know, like there has to be like a stage manager to check up on the stage throughout the day. When I performed on it, it wasn't too bad because I was on the main one, but the stairs were like the worry, you know.
Yeah.
So
Very sharp stairs.
Very sharp stairs.
so much water. Is this for us or? Thank you.
We also have another producer. Right
Carlos,
here.
do you want to say hi?
Carlos as well.
Yeah, there's like 3 people.
Yeah.
No, there's
Okay.
4. There's.
Oh no, I'm saying there's 3 people in front of the camera and 4 people behind it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
So
We have a whole production crew.
we have a whole
basically.
production crew today.
that's fun.
We just need a boom mic.
How are we
Oh
on
my
time, by the way?
50 minutes.
Boom mic.
We could do the question segment for you, for us. So technically, you ask the questions for us. So as you
How-
guys know, for the podcast, really quick, for what I like to do is that I just don't want to like just always ask them questions. I know they also have questions about us, about what we do, and how we deal with things, and just like personal, but also like funny ones as well. So I wanted to bring that segment up to. Karen.
Now here's their time to roast us to see how bad are we.
You're
Oh,
balding.
Huh?
You're balding.
It says you're balding. That's
But
it.
do you have the Discord notification sounds?
Yeah.
Can you pull it up? Can you pull them up? Can you pull them up? First of all, you're bald. It's like,
You wanna add that in the after in the edit?
Middle pipe.
Blind
Metal
boom.
pipe.
Blind boom.
Fine,
wait,
boom.
wait.
But I like to do that segment just because it gives them something to have a little bit of fun with, because I just don't want them to feel like so nervous. It's just like, oh, we got asked so many questions, so it's like that. I want them to ask also us questions, because sometimes they don't get to. You want to get to know the person, I guess, for the podcast.
He's whooping them out.
Which one did you want?
Say
Oh,
your mama
yeah.
jokes. No, I don't want to roast nobody's mama.
Wait.
Does the audio work?
It's just the boom. That's it.
It's
That's
just the
that's,
boom.
that's Max. Cause
Um,
anyways,
This is already not fun.
it's just like you're
how does
bald.
it feel to be allergic to everything?
Great.
How does it feel to have a busted arm?
Oh!
No.
Wait.
Wait, you gotta roast me. I'm scared.
No, I lost it.
Oh, you just passed it.
How's that nose of yours?
Oh!
Expensive.
Damn.
No, you know what? Wait, about my nose. For those who don't know, I got a nose job last year. Best decision of my life. But I noticed that when I do my makeup, there's like a little indent. There's like a little line here.
there's-
And I was just like, what is that? And then I was like, that's the middle of my nose. And like, no matter how much I blend, like the little just
It's
like,
just gonna work.
yeah, it's just like a little. It's not super like crazy. Like in
It's
photos,
Lego
it's
Hill
good.
Slide.
Yeah. Dude, have you guys felt it? In order, wait. The thing with my nose though is that it was like a hook nose.
Oh.
It was like this.
Oh. Okay.
And so what they had to do is they scraped the bone. Like I was also conscious when this was happening, by the way.
So you got to see this. Oh, wow.
No, I got to feel the. I heard the doctors talking while this was happening. It's like, ugh. And I remember.
Esta niña.
Nambe, güey, tiene mucha nariz.
She's greater.
For real, I'm serious.
Oh, you just see with the files.
Dude, I felt it. You try getting a nose job. It hurts. But. Ow. Wait, hey.
No, take off your hat.
Never.
Take off your hat.
Too poofy.
Show us your receding hairline. Jack, he doesn't have a receding hairline. No, wait. And so, because of the reason why, like, they had to take cartilage, because it was downwards, they had to put the metal to keep it up. So that's what it is, right? But we needed cartilage.
So you're technically an X-Man.
Yeah.
Damn.
Dude, Chris tried to put a magnet on my nose when we were at Five Below.
Did it work?
No, we were at Five Below, and Chris was like, "Oh, look at this," and he kind of goes like this, and I'm like, "No, I don't want to get it stuck. I don't want it to move." Like, I genuinely I'm scared of X-rays. Like, I feel like if I get an X-ray, you can see the little
You're
line.
just gonna see.
Scary.
What's funny is you can see nipple piercings.
Yeah.
That's why I know this.
Respect to piercers.
Your dad.
But don't get a CAT scan.
Oh.
No, I know.
MRI.
Yeah, MRIs.
Filler.
Let's hope I just don't get
It
super
wasn't that.
deadly sick. Oh,
The butt
Oh,
plug
it's
MRI.
going-
The butt plug MRI.
what I was trying to tell you is that they had to take cartilage out of my ear in order to put it here.
Oh,
and
really?
So I have an indent.
Wow.
Like, feel it? Go to the back here. It's it's flat.
Oh,
actually?
like right
Oh,
there.
what the heck?
Yeah, like this flat area
That's-
right here
that's-
is where they took it out. So this part is round, but this part is like here.
Wow.
Kind of kooky. It's kind of scary. It's scary. Yeah. Anyways,
I-
what was I gonna
So
ask you?
you're a goblin from Harry Potter.
Yeah, I've been. I'm a gremlin. I did like a little gremlin laugh the other day, and Harrison was like, "Why the hell do you laugh like that?" I was like,
No, no.
I hear my laugh. Like my fucking that when I'm playing like.
Oh,
You and
Or I
Warren.
get a clip and I just
you
fucking like,
just. And when they execute.
no, but like actual questions though for real.
Actual
Actual
question.
question.
What is?
Booga booga.
Like it'd be like actual questions about like how like everything started, like what we asked you, or just anything. Just
Or you can just roast us. Don't matter.
I don't want to roast you guys more.
It don't matter.
I'm mean.
It don't
I'm
matter.
an actually mean person.
It don't matter.
I'd
Yeah,
be.
you're really funny though.
Am I funny?
yes.
yeah,
We need
I'm a
the.
comedic genius like that. But
You're short. You weren't.
these are heavy. Feel it?
I know my miss. Yo, hammer.
You can knock. Wait. You can knock someone cold with this.
Oh!
No, but seriously though, Trey's scared.
My phone charger.
Oh, I was like, bro, scared.
I think I have one in my backpack, but not the brick.
The iPhone.
Yeah, that's why in my backpack. The one that I
But-
lend you and you gave it back to me.
But anyways,
In the
just like
front
any,
zipper.
any question you can think of. This is what we do all the time.
Yeah, we just kind of. Hey,
No.
hey, you wait your turn.
Aww.
Okay. What do you think is like? What's your end goal for your gaming career? Like, what's something you really want to see yourself doing in the future?
One thing is just making it to the league.
So,
For all of you guys here, really quick.
you suck.
Wait,
I
you won twice in a row.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, she went paper, you went scissors.
Oh shit.
And then you went paper, she went rock.
Anyways, for me, it's like I've always wanted to be in the league for like just esports. Once I found out, I guess the Call of Duty League was official. I've always wanted to play in it. I wanted to play for the biggest orgs, like Optic, Arctic Thieves, like those were the biggest names. And hearing those names, I wanted to try to build, not saying a legacy for myself, but I wanted to show that people that I'm not just some kid from like a small town who's like, oh, I just want to go game. I just want to be a gamer. I want to show that I can be the best and want to be the best. So, and just prove everyone wrong.
Period. Respect.
Exactly.
It's good to have goals, gang. Always have a goal in the end.
What about you, Grizzy?
Too Grizzy. Bro went memes. He went.
Well, I mean, I feel like everyone's goal in this room is to just graduate. 'Cause...
That's for sure.
Not Harrison. Bro's like, I want to work at IKEA.
Well, what
Let me work at the Swedish
But
Promise
besides
Land.
like
I
graduating,
have
what's like
reasons
an,
for that.
I mean, for me personally, it's like that because like I'm really big into cars. So I like my rooms.
yes.
What's your favorite childhood movie? Cars.
Yes.
Mine too.
Base pick.
Wow.
Period.
Wow.
Life is a highway.
Wow.
I go right.
Can we just include a wow? Anyways,
You
but yeah,
too can be like me.
you do
Oh,
a chow. Good chicken. Good chicken. Good chicken.
Sorry,
Here with my piston cup.
You were saying?
No, but yeah, like I'm a really huge car guy. I'm a car fanatic. The word, the terms. But
Taking my lines. Forgive me. You try Wake Foundation.
can't relate.
Must be nice.
No.
Must be nice. I don't want to put makeup on you. You're dry as hell.
That's the point.
Like, I want to
That's
get you
the
face wash for Christmas.
Can we add a roast counter in this segment?
It's just a normal day at the office with me on stream getting roasted.
Yeah.
Take
you know,
a drink
getting
every
roasted.
time Karen insults somebody.
Anyway, back to my story.
Back to Grizzy.
All right, so like yeah, like I'm a huge car guy, so like my goal is to actually like build my own engine for my car. And like, what do you mean? Wow, I'm doing surgery, but instead of a human being, it's on a car.
Hey,
It don't move unless you actually have it working. That's true. That's my idea. That's my goals.
Is there any like specific kind of like not like engine, but like a bit like a base around it to like what you want to?
Any base around it? Not really. I mean,
what's your dream car?
I have two different types. There's
Oh,
my affordable dream car, and then there's my dream car.
Period.
My affordable dream car is a Ford Focus RS. It's an all-wheel drive hatchback with 350 horsepower. Shut up!
Is that Cane's?
No.
What is that?
Did you get it from DoorDash?
Where?
No.
We could have just gone to the mall.
Me das un cachito.
You could, but you're doing a podcast.
I'm going to Stripes the other way to get burritos.
Uh,
Anyway, yeah, like.
You're out of an hour.
Okay,
we could go over.
We'll go over like 2 minutes.
I feel like I just.
And then my
my.
and then
Ah, it's all
my
good.
dream car, it's my dream car is actually a Koenigsegg.
Wow.
A Koenigsegg Venom, but I ain't gonna
We'll
have
put the
that.
picture right up there so that way you can.
We'll put the $2 million car.
$2 million.
Yeah,
Dude, that's
Like
like
some of these cars are like.
dude, that's like
expensive.
2 millions.
that's cheap money. That's cheap talk. It's cheap talk from Trey with the egg roll in his hand.
There's a car called a cappuccino.
I want the.
And it's a
Simpsons
Suzuki,
mobile.
a Suzuki
You're not putting this-
cappuccino.
I want the
You want a station wagon?
You want
I
a
want
sta-
a Suzuki cappuccino because they're cute.
Well, no, correction. Actually, I want the DeLorean. The DeLorean.
You want a DeLorean?
I want to turn my Nissan Sentra into a Weebmobile.
I would not. I wouldn't drive it. I would just have it in my garage.
I wouldn't mind having a
If you don't
Civic.
buy a car, you can go to a fucking.
I wouldn't mind having a
You can
Civic
go-
Type
You
bar.
can go to a dealership just to see a car.
Yeah. Like the two cars I want is a Ford Focus RS and then a Civic Type R.
If I want a Lamborghini to sit in my garage, I'm just gonna go to the Lamborghini dealership.
And just sit there. It's in my garage.
It's in my
Yeah, like.
Why am I buying?
Can I have your fortune cookie?
Sure.
Yay! I'm gonna go get it.
Watch out with cables.
Arigato. All right. What's your dream car?
Mine? I haven't really thought about this. It's like, because the thing is, I haven't really looked into cars as much because
I would even. Ooh, this smells
No.
good.
that's a hard one because I never really thought about that.
Yeah, me neither. My boyfriend's a car guy. Yo, what's your dream car? What's your dream car?
I'm taking your Mini Cooper from us.
Well, I like my Mini. It's really cool. I've always wanted a hatchback. But if I were to say, I wouldn't mind getting a Porsche.
I want a Corvette.
Which one, the 911 or-
You want a Corvette? I've been looking at Corvettes
What's the
recently.
name of that car that we saw, the light blue one in the dealership? Was it a Corvette?
It was a
or
Corvette.
Corvette.
C8 Corvette?
I'm pretty sure it was.
Yeah.
Because there was one at this like junkyard.
I have a friend who has
And I was
one.
like,
Oh no, the one.
The blue one?
Yeah.
That's a Porsche.
That's a
There's
Porsche.
a Porsche. There's like an old
So
little
you can
small
see the
Porsche.
airbags are deployed, so
Yeah, I wouldn't get it.
Yeah.
My dream car one is that 96 Audi Quattro.
Yes.
Yes.
What's your name, Joe? And Raleigh B. Yeah.
Oh, the wagon?
Yeah.
The A5?
No,
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 the
no.
Audi Quattro, the 96.
No, the
Remember
one-
the,
Yeah.
the first
96.5.
one?
Yes. Okay.
My bad, G.
Right, so.
Been enjoying. All right, guys, that's the end of today's podcast. Honestly, it was a good one, better than yesterday's.
This is a podcast.
This is
It's
2.5.
the Edboy show 2.5.
This is the Edboy
Because
after
the
show.
first
20.
one we filmed got
Audio,
messed
It was
up.
there was
Audio
so much hammering.
Yeah, so
and
there's like
pounding on the
lost
wall.
footage of this podcast before it.
Alright.
That
I will
one-
maybe do a lost episode. One.
Just the one was really hammering in the next room over.
Yeah.
But no, actually, they were physically hammering, and it was like. Tuk, tuk, tuk.
Broke the damn wall.
But really quick, do you have any other questions you want to say? Ask her?
Questions? I just want to just thank you for having me. TBH, like, for those who do not know, we kind of just met by chance, and I honestly really enjoy having Edward and Grizzy around, and Harrison, all the other homies. Trey's super funny. So I'm just happy to be here and getting to end the year with such nice and cool people. We've got a lot of lore that I have yet to find out, but I'll find that eventually. But yeah, thank you so much, and you guys are awesome, and I hope you reach your goals in the future because I believe in you.
Okay.
Thank you for having me. Have me again. I love talking. So.
We'll probably have
Alright.
more episodes every once in a while. But again, thank you guys again for watching the Edboy After Show or listening to it, depending on what you're doing. Thank you again for Karen for being on this episode, and thank you for our new co-host Grizzy, who's now officially here. Thank you again. Next episode, we're actually gonna have a special guest, another redo with Brooks LUL, one of another Call of Duty pro that has been helping me ever since. But now he's gonna be on the episode again to help us out to get more insight and actual knowledge of what he had to go through when he was a Call of Duty pro. But other than that, thank you guys again for listening or watching this podcast. If you're watching it on YouTube, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. All our links will be down below in the description. Also mine as well. I'll also put Grizzy's as well. And everyone else who's helping out here as well. Because again, thank you all for the production team. You guys were helping out a lot with us, and Harrison as well with the lights.
Wait, let me open my fortune cookie before the stream ends.
And today's fortune is.
Wait, our lucky numbers are lucky numbers.
Lucky numbers are.
41, 2, 15, 45, 14, and 38. What does the fortune say?
What does fortune say?
We write our own destinies and we become what we do.
Hey, that's a good
Hey!
one.
Ah!
5-second rule. 3, 2.
But other than that, thank you guys again. If you're listening to this, make sure to follow this podcast channel, and we'll keep on uploading hopefully once a month. If I could try to do that. If not, they'll be come out just random times.
Yeah, I'll come out.
Follow all of
Occasionally.
us.
Follow all of us.
Or you're
and
fake.
Link will be in the description down below.
link will be
Give us some ideas in the comment section, and we'll see you guys later. Peace.
And also, happy holidays.
Happy Hanukkah.